Hi, my name is Carlos Noemi. Some people call me Carlos el Vampiro. Take your pick. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's brand new, so I'm not sure exactly where it's gonna head, but for now, it's just me vlogging some experiences with information and hopefully entertainment so you can be entertained and have information. If you don't know me, here are the most important things about me I think you should know. I am queer, Mexican, speak English, Spanish, and I'm learning sign language, and I'm non-monogamous / polyamorous. So moving on to what this video is about. I went to EDC Las Vegas 2023, and it was my first time going, so in this video I'm going to be sharing what I did to prepare for it and what ended up working, what didn't, and all that good stuff. So let's get started. Real quick though, I'm going to be linking other people's YouTube videos either here or in the description or in the comments somewhere, just in case y'all need some more information or I wasn't thorough enough. You can have that option. I'm also going to be putting timestamps in my description, just in case you're looking for something specific and don't want to go through the whole video. Now, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I made a checklist that I built from the advice that I got from other YouTube videos, and the first thing on that list is your ticket. I know it's kind of like, of course, bring your ticket, but when you're traveling, things can get hectic, your mind's all over the place, and there's a chance that, oops, you forgot it somewhere. So just make sure you have it with you. If you do forget it at home, or if you lose it or something like that, there is a way around it. I don't know the process that you would have to go through or how hard it is because I didn't lose mine, but you can figure that out if that happens to you. Anyways, you take your EDC ticket, right, which is just a wristband, and before you put it on, you have to register it. You can go through that process by looking up at the edc.com website. Is that what it is? I don't know. You look it up. I also took my ID, which you need your ID to go in. They check for your ID before you go in. If you don't have it, I don't know what happens because I had mine. Just have it. And then you're going to need money, some sort of money thing, right? So either credit card, debit card, or cash. The first day I didn't take a wallet. I just put my two cards, my ID and my credit card, in my phone, and then I took like $40 of cash. I didn't end up using cash, so I mean, if you want to do that, you're welcome to do whatever you want. I didn't. And so next year, I'm gonna just take my credit card. In the videos that I saw, a lot of people were saying to take like a charger, a portable charger. I took one, but I didn't use it. So the last 2 days, I didn't take it with me because I just didn't use it. I felt like, first of all, when you're there, when you're at the festival, there's no service. I mean some service, I guess. Like you might be lucky enough to like get service there in like certain pockets, but I didn't get service the entire time. I tried like connecting with a friend and it just didn't work out. I just couldn't send messages. I couldn't receive them or anything like that. So I wasn't using my phone. So it wasn't draining the battery. I was using my phone to like take videos and photos, but I also wasn't doing too much of that either because I was experiencing the things. That being said, if you're a person who loves taking videos and loves using your phone in general, then take a portable charger with you. I think I might next year, depending on how many videos I want to take, because I do want to take more videos and photos. I just don't know how much more, and if I'm going to end up needing a portable charger. I'll still take it with me, but I probably won't take it into the festival with me, if that makes sense. It does make sense. We'll move on. One of the things that you for sure need to have with you is earplugs. And I don't mean the sleepy time earplugs that are like fully covering the sound that you can't hear shit from. I mean earplugs that are specifically made for festivals or hearing music that is too loud. I got mine from Zound, and it doesn't really matter what brand you get yours from. Just make sure you get some. They're very important. I would say anything to protect your body, go for it. You really only have one of these, so make sure you're taking care of it so you can, keep doing your thing as long as you can, as long as you want, And these were perfectly comfortable for me. I used them all 3 days for the full day of each day. And they're filters basically that you put in your ears to protect your ears. You know, I don't want tinnitus. I know you don't want tinnitus, even if you don't know what that is. It's like tinnitus is like a ringing in your ear that you get after damaging your ears. Let me show you what they look like. They come in this little container, which makes it easy to like screw off and just pop them on and then screw it back on. This is what they look like. They're pretty small. They kind of have to be, right, to get in your ear. Let me just put it in for y'all real quick. And that's what it looks like. I don't think it's aesthetically ugly, you know. I think they look fine, but even if they were ugly, I'd be like, whatever, I'm trying to like be able to hear the music for years to come, so I'm down to protect my ears. Okay, another very important thing to take is a water bag. I guess you don't need a water bag, but you definitely need water. So if not a bag, get a water bottle. I just think like carrying around a water bottle at a festival for like that many hours sounds terrible to me, so I wouldn't do that. I would go with a water bag. I mean, technically it's called a bladder or whatever, but it looks like this. Woo! I don't know if you can see it because the background's blue, but maybe I'll put a photo up. I don't know. Basically what this is, and I would get one that looks like this too, like that's designed this way, because they have some bladders. Actually, I would get a backpack that can store one of these in it. So I ended up making my own bag. Like I bought a backpack. I'll show you what that looks like right now. Actually, let me do that now. Hold on. It was cleaner when I first got it. I bought a backpack because it went with my outfit, and then hold on. So I bought this, yeah, because it went with my outfit, and then I sewed in there like plastic, basically. Plastic to like fit this. So then I fit it in there. Whatever, I made it work, right? But there's backpacks that are made to carry these, and you can just find one of those. That'd be a lot easier. I just personally think that a lot of them are fucking ugly, and I didn't have the time to really look into like a good looking one that would go with my outfits, so I made one. And I didn't really make one. I just kind of like adjusted one. You know what I mean? Either way, I would get one that has a design like this because, hold on. Did you see me open that? I hope you did. It's not as hard as I made it look. I was being dramatic. But basically, it opens up like that, right? You take it out. Bam! And then you fill it up with water all the way to the line. This one is 1.5 liters. I would either do that or 2 liters, so you don't have to keep refilling too often. I think this one was great for me personally. I drink a lot of water, so I would have loved to have the 2-liter one, but it didn't fit in my bag or my other bag that I used. So I had to settle with this. But definitely have something that will give you water throughout the entire time you're there. Very important. This is so easy. You put it in your bag, right? And then you just go, loop, sip, 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 sip. You just open it and squeeze. And so it's really good, really, really useful and necessary. I don't know where I put the closey thing, but then you basically just fill it up with water, fold it over. Oh, it's in my hand. And then close it. Not as hard as I'm making it seem, I swear. Yeah. Water bladder, get one. Next on the checklist is chapstick. I don't know if everyone needs this. I would say it's something small and easy to take in. I would take one if I were you. It's a dry area. It's nice to keep your lips like, you know, lubricated. And no, that's it. It's good. It's useful to take one. Also, but with chapstick, you need to have it sealed before you go in. I'll say that no, they didn't really check us that well to the point where I don't think it mattered if it was sealed. But in case they do check you before you enter well enough, like you should have it sealed so they don't make you throw it away. Sunscreen. I unfortunately forgot to put some on this year. Luckily, day 2 and 3, the sun was already down by the time we were in the festival, so I didn't need it. But next year, I for sure will be taking some. Just make sure that when you take yours, that it's sealed like a brand new bottle and it's sealed or whatever, because they'll make you throw it away if they find it or whatnot. But they didn't really check us that well, so I'm sure we would have gotten away with an open bottle of sunscreen. Take some. Okay, another one that you might not think is important, but it is deodorant. Take some deodorant with you into the festival, and it needs to be sealed. Again, it's all about who's checking you, but I would take a sealed one, and a small one works. Let me show you which one I got. Okay, this is how small mine is. I'm not going to show you. Fine. I was like, I'm not going to show you which one it is so you don't think like this is the one you need to get. You don't. You just need to get deodorant, and I just wanted something small because I didn't want to carry a lot of shit inside the festival with me. But deodorant of any kind is useful for both you and everyone around you, because you're dancing a lot. You know, you're taking a lot of like toxins out of your body. You're drinking maybe, or having some sort of drug inside of you, and your body's like taking all of that shit out and whatever. And so like it might smell, and it's okay. That's a human thing. But also to like help the experience and not like feel like the scent is too potent or anything like that, like some deodorant helps. So I would do that. I would for sure do that. I will do that. Another thing I took was flushable wet wipes. I don't know. I didn't end up pooping in the festival. Like I had general A plus tickets, so I had like special bathrooms, which honestly they were much better than porta potties. Next year I won't have that luxury, but I didn't end up pooping, thankfully. I feel like I don't like to poop in porta potties or like those kinds of bathrooms anyways, just because they're so uncomfortable. So I was lucky enough to not have to, not feel that need to poop. But in case you do, and I will still take these next year, I would get flushable wet wipes. Flushable. I don't know why I'm saying flushable. I guess because it's gonna be in a porta potty anyways. Hopefully they don't clog the porta potties. I don't know. I'm still taking wet wipes. They're good for my butt. So, but either way, I also took hand wipes to clean my hands. But I feel like those were useless. Not useless. I did use them, but like I used like 1 or 2 throughout like the day or whatever. And I feel like since I didn't use that many wet wipes, like flushable wet wipes, next year I'm just gonna take flushable wet wipes and use those for my hands too. Like I just need some sort of wet wipe to clean me up wherever I need cleaning, So I would take one, not like. I was also gonna take like wet wipes, so I was gonna take 3 different pairs of like wet wipes, and I didn't. I took 2, but next year I'm only taking 1. I took sunglasses for all 3 days, but I really only needed it for the first day because that's when the sun was out. But if you're sensitive to flashing lights or bright lights or anything like that, then sunglasses might help you out in general, so take whatever makes you feel comfortable. And the last thing on my list is a fan. I had a little mechanical one this year, the ones that go like zzz, but I didn't really use it, so I'm not going to take that next year. Next year I'm going to take one of those big handheld ones, the ones that go like there were people, heroes, who would fan you out as you walked through the crowds, or if you were dancing nearby them, they would be like, and you know what? I didn't realize I needed it until it happened, but life truly came back into me and was like, where's this fresh air coming from? You. And so next year, I'm for sure going to be one of those people. I hope I don't lose it, but if I do, shit happens. All right, that's the end of my checklist on what to bring with you into the festival each day. So, moving on. Okay. So the next thing I did was get my outfits ready for EDC, which honestly took me like a month and a half or something to like figure out, because I'm just kind of like that, I need to match things up or whatever. And I was pretty satisfied with what I ended up with. But I think for next year, I'm going to try to make things look a little more polished up than I had this year. Yeah. And That's all I gotta say about that. Wait, no, it isn't. Okay, so for those people who are thinking about what should I wear, it's most important for you to feel comfortable with who you are. So you can wear whatever you want, literally anything you want. No one's gonna judge you. They're there. People are there to just like, as like corny as it sounds, they're there to love you. They're there to love. They're there to share that love. You know, no one's gonna judge you for whatever you wanna look like. Aside from that, I think things to keep in mind would be you're in a desert. I would check like the weather before I go. Most of the time I saw in like other videos, most of the time it's hot. It's really hot. It was really hot for us. It's a desert. But sometimes at night it can get cold, really cold in the desert. So it kind of just if you want to prepare just in case it's gonna get cold or something like that, I would take with you a PASHMINA. I think that's what it's called. It's basically like a large scarf or like a piece of fabric basically that you can like wrap around you or use it as a scarf or like use it as some sort of accessory like that goes with your outfit but also will keep you warm in case it gets cold. But it didn't get cold. It was hot as fuck the entire time. I felt good. When it wasn't hot, it felt like refreshing. So I was good without wearing like an extra layer. Shoes are so important, okay? Wear something comfortable unless you're so sure of yourself and that you're like, oh, I'm down with like platform heels. I know I got this. I won't. But if you want to, then, you know, go for it. I would maybe take blister band-aids. I took blister band-aids just in case. My feet were fine until the last day, like my boots. I wore boots the last day, and I think in the front of the boot, like there was like just a little bit of space on my pinky area, and my pinkies were rubbing my pinky toe, whatever. They were rubbing, and so like it felt like I was getting a blister, and I should have like put like a blister band-aid on there, but I got lazy. And you know what? They're fine. I didn't get blisters, but they were irritated for sure. But yeah, I would take I don't know if it's called blister band-aids. I thought that's what the packaging said, but I think it's called moleskin too. I don't know, whatever. I would take something just in case your feet get damaged. And also, if you're gonna take like these crazy shoes or whatever, I would save them for the last day. I would take comfortable shoes no matter what. Like you're gonna be walking. It's on asphalt, by the way, or concrete. It's like all of it is on something hard, so you're gonna be walking on that the entire night. I would just keep that in mind. So comfortable shoes, like wear soles, like the insoles that go in the shoes to give yourself a little more cushion while you're bouncing around and doing your thing. Yeah, that's what I would do for shoes. Actually, I want to show you. I went with white and orange color scheme for my first day and then white and pink for my second day. And these are the shoes I decided to wear, which, like I said, I was comfortable in both days and I was totally fine to go for another day after this. But they were fully white. Obviously, you'd think, what a dumbass. But I knew this was going to happen, by the way. I knew this was going to happen, okay? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe they're not that bad. Maybe they're not that bad on camera, huh? Like, but they were like white. I don't even know if I can show you what kind of white they were. They got destroyed. Anyways, I chose to wear white, and I knew that was going to happen. I was aware of this, and I chose to do it anyways, and I don't regret it. I might do that next year too. I don't know. I'll do whatever I want. And the last thing I want to talk about is transportation. So we got a hotel. It was Circus. We went with a cheap route, you know, the affordable route. Because we were like, we only need somewhere to rest and clean ourselves. We don't really want to spend more on a place we're not going to be utilizing. So yeah, we did that. And we got ready at the hotel. I got like my outfit together, my bag full of the things that I need, my checklist. And then we were out the door. We had someone in our group who was down to drive us to and from the festival. So I don't have the experience of using the shuttles or the Uber Lyft situation, but I will link other people's videos that go through that kind of experience. That's not mine. So we're talking about driving to the festival. The first day we got there really early. We got there like at 3:30ish or something. And the gates opened at 5. So we got a good parking spot real close to the gates. No traffic. It was great. We chilled in the car, smoked a little. It was a nice time. We also left pretty early that day. I think it was also around 3 something. Our driver was just running low on battery, and we were all good with like the experience we had that day, so we were like, let's run it. And there was no traffic going back to the hotel because we left pretty early too, so that was pretty good. But for the second day, we left by sunrise, and we were in the car by like 5:50, I believe. And that day was god awful with traffic. I think it was like 2 to 3 hours before we got to the hotel. I heard stories from other people too that left like the festival at 6, I think, and it took them, I think, 3 to 4 hours to get to their hotel. So the idea is the later you leave the parking lot, the more traffic you're gonna get. And I think that's kind of like the downside to driving to and from the festival, the traffic. So yeah, just so you know. The third day, we left around the same time as the second day, except there was more traffic that day. But I don't know what happened that like the like Google Maps or whatever the driver was using redirected them and basically skipped all the traffic. It was like through like some streets or whatever, but it skipped all the traffic, and we were like, wow, this is the way to go. The only thing is that it got us to the green parking lot, which is the furthest parking lot, which meant that once we parked, we had to do like this long walk to the festival. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was like the last day. We could like, we could do it, and we did do it, and it was fine. I think just like the walk back was kind of like a little bit like more miserable because it's like all the energy's like lower, and we're just trying to get to a resting spot, and we have to walk all this way back. But I mean, we did it. It was fine. And also we got to the car, also by sunrise, but I think around 4 this time, 4 something or whatever. The point is there wasn't that much traffic getting out of the parking lot, unlike day 2. So, but that was my experience, I guess, of driving to and from the festival. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video, and I hope you found it useful. Till next time.